rooms with locked doors, wiping tears in the mirror so no one would know. I mastered the art of smiling when my chest felt torn. I became my own witness to the nights I couldn't ignore. I stopped calling for help when no one came through. I taught my heart to stay quiet. That's what love taught me to do. I learned to cry alone where no one could see. I held myself together when you let go of me. I learned to cry alone so I wouldn't be a burden. I swallowed my pain and called it learning. I waited for your footsteps like hope at the door, but you never knocked, not once anymore. I told myself be patient, like pain had an end. I kept choosing your comfort over what I needed then. I was strong in the wrong ways, quiet when I should have screamed. I stayed longer than I should have for someone who barely stayed. I learned to cry alone with my face in my hands. I broke in the silence you never would understand. I learned to cry alone so I wouldn't beg you to stay. I lost pieces of myself every time I turned away. Again, I remember the night it ended. You said it's not you, it's me. Like that made the ache lighter, like it didn't follow me. I nodded like I was okay, like my heart didn't fall. I waited till you were gone before I felt it all. I learned to cry alone in the dark after you. I replayed every moment, trying to find what was true. I learned to cry alone, 'cause loving you taught me how to survive the quiet. I'm still learning now. Maybe I should have spoken louder, maybe I should have left sooner, but I was busy being gentle, trying not to lose you. I thought love meant endurance, I thought pain meant to stay, but love shouldn't feel like begging someone to change. I don't hate you, I just wish I mattered more. I learned to cry alone, but I won't forever be the girl who hides her hurting so others can breathe. I learned to cry alone, now I'm learning how to heal. I'm letting my tears fall and finally feel. I learned to cry alone so one day I wouldn't have to talk. They say time does the work, but time just passes by. Every day I wake up with you still on my mind. I tried changing my routine, new streets, new songs, new nights, but every version of me still ends up missing you somehow. I smile when they ask me, are you doing okay? I say I'm getting better, but that's not what I say in my head. Healing isn't happening yet. I still feel you in my chest. I'm doing all the right things, but I'm not there, not there. Healing isn't happening yet. I still cry when I least expect. They say I'll be fine someday, but today's not that day. I packed away your pictures, but I kept the pain. I stopped saying your name, but I still feel the same. I go out with my friends, I laugh a little too loud, then I come home to silence and fall apart on the couch. I know I'm supposed to move on, like love was something I lost, but you didn't just leave my life, you changed who I was. Healing isn't happening yet. I still replay what you said. I wonder where I went wrong, what I could have fixed. Healing isn't happening yet. I'm tired of being almost okay. I don't need a perfect ending, I just need the hurt to fade. Not yet. They tell me I'm strong, like strength means I don't feel, like I'm not breaking inside just because I don't kneel. I try to believe this pain has a reason, but right now it just feels like I'm stuck in the season. Healing isn't happening yet. I still reach for you in sleep. I wake up with empty hands and a heart that's weak. Healing isn't happening yet. I wish love came with a guide. No one tells you how to heal when the goodbye is still alive. Maybe I rush the heal and try to skip the hurt. Maybe I judge my sadness like it made me worse, but love doesn't disappear just because it ends, and healing isn't failing just because it bends. I'm not broken beyond repair, I'm just not ready yet. Healing isn't happening yet, but I'm still standing here. I still get up every morning, even when it's hard to breathe. Healing isn't happening yet, but I haven't given up. I'm learning how to be patient with a heart that loved too much. Healing isn't happening yet, but one day it will dawn. I spent years chasing pieces of a love that wasn't mine. I gave away my heartbeat, thinking it would align. I wore their absence like armor, hid the cracks in my skin. But now I see the truth, I don't need to begin. I was whole before they came, whole when they left. I don't need anyone's permission to feel the love I kept. I am enough, even when the nights are long, even when my heart aches, I can still be strong. I am enough, no one the silence teach me how to listen to my soul. I let the tears remind me that I am learning to be whole. I forgive the love I lost and the parts of me that stayed. I embrace the girl inside who was brave enough to wait. I don't need someone else to complete my name. I carry all my pieces and I honor all my pain. And I am enough, even when the world doubts me, even when love leaves scars. I will not let them define me. I am enough. Every laugh, every tear, every quiet, lonely moment made me who I am here. Maybe I'll love again someday, but I won't forget this truth. I'm my own home, my own warmth, my own unwavering proof. I don't need to prove it, I just feel it inside. I am enough, I am enough, I am enough, I am enough. I am safe, I am free, I am everything I need. I am finally me. I am enough, I don't need to chase it. I am the love I wanted, I am my own grace. I am enough, and I always have been then. I broke quietly for you. No one heard the sound. I crumbled in corners where no one could be found. I smiled through the daylight, held myself together, but the night revealed the storm I couldn't weather. I thought if I stayed silent, you'd never see me fall. But breaking in secret still hurt through it all. I broke quietly for you, every piece left unseen. I loved you too deeply to ask for anything in between. I broke quietly for you, in shadows where no one knew. Every whisper of my heart was only meant for you. I kept my tears in germs, locked away in ink. I rehearsed my I'm okay. Oh, my world started to sink. I let you live your freedom while I carried the chains. I sacrificed my voice just to numb the pain. You never had to see the cracks beneath my skin, but loving in silence left me broken within. I broke quietly for you. Every night, every day, I wore my karma dharma while my heart slowly frayed. I broke quietly for you, without a word, without a fight, hoping somehow my love would make it feel right. Quite still remember the moments when I almost spoke, but fear held me back and hope kept me broke. I let you be happy while I stayed in my sorrow. I gave all I had, even though it begged for tomorrow. I broke quietly for you while the world kept moving on. I carried the weight of words, even though you were gone. I broke quietly for you, and I won't pretend it's fine, but slowly I'm learning this pain isn't all mine. Maybe one day I'll speak of the nights I cried alone. Maybe I'll find my strength in the silence I know. But for now I stay, a girl quietly breaking, hoping my heart is quietly awakening. I was never weak, I was just quiet and hurting. I broke quietly for you, but I'm learning to be seen. No longer hiding my pieces or the love in between. I broke quietly for you, but I'll still out someday, and I'll let the world know I survived the quiet pain. I broke quietly my softest parts, the ones I hide from the world, my fears, my late night thoughts, every reason I get hurt. I trusted you with my quiet, with the things I never say. You held them like they mattered, then walked away. I didn't give you perfection, I gave you what was real. Every fragile piece of me I was afraid to feel. I gave you my softest parts, and you treated them like air, like love was something easy, like I wasn't standing there. I gave you my softest parts, I didn't know how to defend. You touched me at my weakest, then left me there to mend. I opened doors I'd closed before I let you see the scars. I believed when you said, this is safe, this is ours. I softened every edge I had so you'd feel at home. I thought love meant vulnerability, not being left alone. I stayed gentle in the chaos, I stayed kind in the pain. I didn't know being tender could be something to blame. I gave you my softest parts, my heart without its shield. I loved you without armor, and that's how I got healed. No, that's how I got broken, trying to be brave. I handed you my innocence and watched you walk away. Too open, too true. I don't regret loving deeply, I regret loving small. I regret shrinking my boundaries so you'd never fall. I wish I'd protected the girl I used to be, instead of teaching her love hurts endlessly. I gave you my softest parts, but I'm taking them back now. I'm learning how to hold myself the way I showed you how. I gave you my softest parts, but they're still mine to keep. I won't apologize again for loving honestly. Tenderness isn't weakness, it just needs the right hands. Not everyone deserves to know who you really are. I was never too sensitive, I was just too sincere. I won't harden my heart, I'll be careful with it here. I didn't love wrong, I loved without fear. I gave you my softest parts, but I survived the fall. I'm still gentle, still open, just not with just anyone at all. I gave you my softest parts, now I choose where they go. I'll give them to someone who knows how to hold. I gave you my softest parts, and I'm still soft. learned your moods by the way you breathed, by how the room felt when you walked in. I memorized the pauses in your voice, every maybe, every almost, every if. I smiled when you said her name like it didn't cut me in two. I stood right next to the truth and still never became you. I swallowed words like medicine, hoping pain would heal with time. I told myself, just stay calm, while my heart crossed every line. I loved you in silence, in the quiet. I broke every feeling I hid, was a promise I wrote. I loved you in silence, while you slept so unaware. I was screaming inside, but you never heard me. I folded myself into smaller shapes so I wouldn't need too much. I learned how to survive on crumbs just to feel your accidental touch. I laughed when you said you're my friend, like that word didn't bleed. I held the door open for you while you walked past me. I was loyal to a feeling you never asked me to keep. I stayed awake for someone who never lost sleep. I loved you in silence with a smile I rehearsed. I let my heart starve so yours wouldn't hurt. I loved you in silence, I chose quiet over truth. I was losing myself just to stay close to you. Shaking, voice was thin, but you said someone else's name and I swallowed it again. I watched you fall in love from the front row seat. I clapped when you were happy while my chest couldn't breathe. I loved you in silence like a secret, like shame. I carried the weight while you felt no pain. I loved you in silence till my heart learned the cost of loving someone fully when you're already lost. Maybe if I was louder, you would have seen me then. But I was taught to be gentle, even when I'm breaking it. I don't blame you for leaving. You never knew I was there, but I wish I'd chosen me instead of pretending I didn't care. I don't hate you, I don't hate you. I just miss who I was before I learned how to disappear for love. I loved you in silence, but I won't anymore. I'm done bleeding quietly on a locked door. I loved you in silence, now I'm finding my voice. I lost you slowly, but I finally chose. I loved you in silence, and that's how I let you go. I replay the quiet moments more than the fights. The way you'd listen halfway, then look at your phone. I was always feeling the silence, you were letting it grow. I thought love meant trying harder, I didn't know. I memorized your moods, your story. so calm. You never learned how to read my pause. I loved you louder than you loved me. I showed up every time you pulled away. I said your name like it was sacred. You said mine like it might fade. I loved you louder than you loved me, and now my voice is all I hear. I scream my heart into the dark while you barely whispered, I'm here. I noticed when you stopped asking how my day had been, when my tears became inconvenient instead of something you held. I kept shrinking my needs so you wouldn't leave. Funny how I still lost you while begging you to stay. I thought loving selflessly was how you win, but love shouldn't feel like apologizing for existing. I loved you louder than you loved me. I burned while you stayed warm. I fought for us in conversations you avoided with silence and storms. I loved you louder than you loved me until my chest was sore. I don't know when love turned into proof, but I was always given more. Too much again. I remember lowering my voice so you wouldn't feel small. I carried the weight of us both like it was normal. You said I was too emotional, like that was a flaw, but I was just honest while you built walls. Maybe you love me in the only way you knew, but love that doesn't meet you still breaks you in two. I don't hate you, I just wish you tried to love me with effort, not convenience and time. I was asking for presence, not perfection. I loved you louder than you loved me, but I'm learning how to stop. I won't beg for echoes from someone who won't talk. I loved you louder than you loved me, and it nearly broke my voice. Now I'm choosing silence like it's finally my choice. I loved you louder than you loved me, and I'm done screaming into quiet. I wake up tired of pretending that you're what I still need. I scroll past all our memories like they don't still bleed. I gave you all my patience, all my softness too. Somewhere in loving you, I slowly lost my view. I changed the way I laughed, the way I spoke, the way I tried. I became someone quieter just to keep you by my side. I don't miss you, I miss me, the girl I was before I doubted every word, before I begged for more. I don't miss you, I miss me, when love felt safe and true. myself in you. I remember being fearless, saying no without regret. Now I question every feeling, like I'm scared of what's next. You didn't break me loudly, you did it slow and small. You made me feel replaceable, like I was nothing at all. I stayed when I felt lonely, I smiled when I felt weak. I kept lowering my standards just so you'd choose me. I don't miss you, I miss me. My voice before it shook, before I searched for love in every look you took. I don't miss you, I miss me. The girl who knew her worth before I learned the hard way how love can hurt. I miss me. Smiling without fear, she didn't need permission to take up space in here. I'm trying to remember how it felt to breathe without asking someone else who I was allowed to be. I don't miss you, I miss me. The peace I used to know when my happiness wasn't tied to someone else's goal. I don't miss you, I miss me, but I'm finding her again in the quiet, in the healing, in learning how to stand. Maybe loving you was a lesson, maybe losing you was too. Sometimes heartbreak doesn't mean you miss them, you miss you. I won't hate who I became, I survived what I could see, but I'm done disappearing for someone who couldn't keep me. I'm not empty, I'm just coming back home. I don't miss you, I miss me, but she's not gone for good. She's learning how to trust again, like I always knew she could. I don't miss you, I miss me, and now I finally see losing you was painful, but it brought me back to me. I don't miss you, I miss me. I sleep on your side still, like you never left, like your warmth might come back if I just don't shift. Your pillow still smells like a version of us. I tell myself it's nothing, but I know it's too much. I say I'm getting used to it, the space you left behind, but every night I reach for you on the wrong side of the line. I sleep on your side still, in a bed that feels too wide. I keep room for your absence, like it's something I can hide. I sleep on your side still, like love forgot to move. I'm learning how to sleep alone, but I still dream of you. I washed all of your clothes, but not the memory. I changed the sheets again, still feels like you and me. I turn off the lights slowly, like you're still in the room. I whisper goodnight to a ghost I can't lose. They say habits fade with time, but love doesn't obey. stays in little rituals that refuse to go away. I sleep on your side still, counting cracks in the dark. Every empty inch of space hits me straight in the heart. I sleep on your side still, 'cause the other side's too real. It's easier pretending than facing how I feel. Still. I remember the way you slept, one arm around my waist. Now I wake up holding air in the shape you used to take. I check my phone half asleep, like you might have changed your mind, but silence answers back every single time. I sleep on your side still, like I'm waiting for a sign, like love might turn around if I just give it time. I sleep on your side still, even though it hurts to stay. I don't know how to let go of you this way. Maybe one night I'll move over, take my space back again. But tonight feels too heavy to pretend I'm okay. I know healing is coming, just not here, not now. So I'll lie where you used to and breathe you out. I'm not holding on to you, I'm holding on to what we were. I sleep on your side still, but I won't forever be the girl who leaves half her heart where you used to sleep. I sleep on your side still, but I'm learning to move 1 inch closer to myself. One night away from you, I sleep on your side still, until I don't talk. They tell me I'm brave for surviving, like I had a choice in the pain, like waking up every morning wasn't something I had to train. I tie my strength around my shoulders, like it fits me just right. But some days it's too heavy just to make it through the night. I hold it together in public, fall apart when I'm alone. They see the part that's standing, not the weight I carry home. I'm stronger than I feel, even when I'm shaking. I'm standing on my feet while my heart is breaking. I'm stronger than I feel, though I don't always believe. I keep breathing through the hurt that still lives inside of me. can't say I'm stronger than I feel. Even when hope feels thin, I wake up and I try again, and that counts for something. I'm still here. That matters. I don't need to be fearless, I just need to stay. I don't need all the answers, I just need to make it through today. I've stopped punishing my heart for not healing on command. I'm learning how to be gentle with the girl who still stands. I'm stronger than I feel, even when I doubt, even when my inner voice is the loudest sound. I'm stronger than I feel, and I'm starting to see strength isn't never breaking, it's choosing not to leave. Maybe strength is crying, then getting back up. Maybe it's loving deeply and still not giving up. Maybe it's asking for space when you're used to pain. Maybe it's learning your limits and loving that way. I don't have to prove anything just to survive. I'm strong.